I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
You mean to tell me in 2020 we get a sequel to Bulletproof? A film that like 12 people in this entire country know about, including me. Of that 12, like 4 of them liked the film, including me, which I reviewed on my channel. Bulletproof was an Adam Sandler, Damon Wayans film from like 96? So what, almost 25 years ago? Bombed when it came out. It was actually one of the few Adam Sandler bombs at the time because Happy Gilmore was a hit, Billy Madison was a hit, The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, but Bulletproof wasn't. I did my Adam Sandler marathon where I reviewed a lot of his films. Bulletproof, I think, is still a fun, underrated movie. I thought the two stars had great chemistry with each other. I thought the actresses were well from the director by Ernest Dickerson, the guy who did Surviving the Dean with Ice-T, and Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. I thought it was pretty funny for most of the film. James Caan, great actor as the villain. Really liked Bulletproof. So again, almost 25 years later, you make a sequel to a film that barely anyone remembers, was not a hit, it's not even a cult hit, it's not even a film anyone even mentions when they talk about Adam Sandler, let alone anything else. So who is this for? Barely anyone know it, so can't say it's for the fans. The 4 fans, including me, that liked the film, they didn't want a sequel, especially without the 2 stars. So who is this for? Who is this for? It's for people who are just, what? In curiosity's sake. Like myself. Glad I saw it for free, but still I feel ripped off. No chemistry between the 2 leads. Terribly miscast. Awful direction. Oh, it's directed by Don Michael Paul. If that name rings a bell, this is a guy who directed Who's Your Caddy, the god-awful wannabe Caddyshack, but the people are black. Tremors 5, Tremors 6, the upcoming Tremors 7, Jarhead 2, Jarhead 3, yes, there are sequels to Jarhead, Death Race 4, and Kindergarten Cop 2. Sad to say that is maybe his best film? Or Half Past Dead with Steven Seagal. It stars Faizon Love, who I like Faizon Love, when he played Big Worm in the original Friday. And then you have this other guy, and I forgot his name, that's why I have to look it up. Apparently, in this movie, The movie with Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans is referenced because that first movie was the movie based on these two guys. These are the real Jack Carter and Archie Moses. Jack Carter was a cop. Archie Moses was a criminal. They were friends. Found out that one character was a cop. The other accidentally shot the one in the head. Messed it up so the cop now has a steel plate in his head. Years later go by. And in the first movie, they team up together and stuff happens. But in here, these two guys, they even reference the first film as a movie. Can you believe they made a movie about us? Yeah. And they got a Jewish guy to play me. I mean, really, Adam Sandler? You're lucky. They got one of the Wayans brothers to play me. Are you serious? First off, the first movie is 10 times better than your movie. By far. Second off, maybe that idea could be clever, and if so, it would be the only thing close to clever about this movie. But then you really do nothing else with that meta state of affairs. You never play off of, well, that's how you would do it in a movie, but this is how you do it in real life. You never play off of that. You just reference the movie like 2 or 3 times, and that's it. I guess they did that because they knew that the actors they got, Kirk Fox, he's the guy who plays, who I thought was the Adam Sandler character, but no, they made a movie about us and they got a Jewish guy to play me? Maybe they would have thought, wow, Damon Wayans, that character let himself go, Faizon Love. But no. Again, you could play off that. Like, of course, they made a movie about us and they cast a much better fit guy to be me. And you're more like a redneck with handlebar mustache. Look like you have a fight against Steven Seagal or be part of a biker gang. Or something to that effect. Again, the meta thing could have worked, but you got Don Michael Paul directing. And these two, Faizon Love, Kirk Fox, they sucked ass in this movie. There was no chemistry between the two. None of them had a good rapport with the other. Not one damn bit. And the humor in this is god-awful. I'm glad it's R-rated. I'm glad you see a lot of titties. But you know what? Most of the dialogue is about dicks and balls and balls and dicks and dicks and balls. You know what? That could be funny. But when it's literally half the dialogue in this movie, it gets old, and it gets old real fast. Faizon Love, I'm sorry, I like him. He does not work as a lead. He does not work as a lead cop in an action buddy movie. I'm sorry, he doesn't. When the action happens, he can barely move. He can barely do anything. His dialogue doesn't work at all. The other guy, Kirk Fox, he looks like an 80-year-old Luke Wilson. That's what he seems like. I say look, that's not fair. He seems like, let's be fair, a 70-year-old Luke Wilson. He'll literally be Luke Wilson's dad. Like, here's the father of Luke and Owen Wilson, this guy. Just didn't work for me. And the plot? Do you really want to know the plot of Bulletproof 2? Well, I guess so. Faizon Love's character of Jack Carter is undercover. His boss is Tony Todd, who's in this film for like 5 minutes. I mean, what the hell is Tony Todd doing here? Guess he needed that quick paycheck before he's in the new Candyman or whatever it is. He goes undercover with his crime family in South Africa. He used the name of his former friend Archie Moses. Things go haywire. Now he has to go find the real Archie Moses, who works at his club cleaning jizz. Yes. Thankfully you don't see the jizz, but that's what he is. He's a guy who mops the gravy up. That's literally how they worded it. Mops gravy up for me. Whether at least they get to their South Africa, the bad guys want to launder all this money, sneak you through with open loop gift cards. Yes, gift cards. The action scenes are now well handled. Granted, you get some pretty bloody squibs. I'm surprised by that. There's one good thing to say, it's that, and the only good thing. But the dialogue, I mean, I swear Faizon Love says that all he thinks about is pussy and tacos. I don't know if he really said tacos. I couldn't tell if he was saying tacos or tackle. Pussy and tackle or pussy and tacos. Neither one, I don't fucking know what he's talking about. I get the pussy, but the tacos or tackle? Tacos, I don't know, tackle in the bed or tacos? Whatever. Okay, fine. All you think about is pussy and tacos. Oh, that girl, she got the NBD. What's the NBD? Nothing but dick. Or the guy who, in the movie version of him, was played by Adam Sandler. Kicking my fucking thing for this bullshit. With the stupid handlebar mustache that I want to take and ride out a fucking pogo stick. Out of this goddamn flick. Talk about, oh, I only got one knee pad because the other guy eaten out by the cum. I watch black porn. You watch black porn? I don't like it because they fuck with their socks on. How about we put the sock over your head and smell what I've been jacking into? Please. Thank you. You get some shootouts. There's a shootout in the club. There's one woman who works at the club. She's a badass. Helps our characters out at the end. Random lines like, you're my favorite. I love your tits. And just scenes that just... When Faizon Love brings... I keep forgetting the actor's name. Kirk Fox. Never heard of this fucking actor before. I don't know what the hell he's done. And the bad guy's talking to Kirk Fox. Like, who is this guy, Faizon Love? Oh, we call him Jelly Dick? Air Dick? Yeah, we call him Air Dick. Is there a dick here? No, there's not a dick here. Does it feel like... It feels like oxygen. There's no dick here. Yeah, there's a dick here. It's in your fucking mouth movie. You want to squirm, spit, or shout. Eat it, drink it, fuck it, suck it. I don't care. You ain't fucking bulletproof. You're a fucking blank. That's what this fucking movie should be called, blank. Hell, you might as well just call it Blank Man 2 and not change a fucking thing. But just go, well, man, they made a movie based on us. Strange how they just recast you not only as a from white to a black guy, they put you as David Allen Greer's part, and they might as fucking well. Don Michael Paul, I swear to God, is now on my list of the top 5 worst fucking directors of all time. From these bullshit Tremor sequels and Who's Your Caddy and Half Past Dead wasn't that good either, folks. When I did my Steven Seagal marathon, yeah, there are worse, sadly, for his direct-to-video shit, but it's nowhere near his great ones like Above the Law, Out for Justice, Hard to Kill, Under Siege, Half Past Dead, Half Past Breakfast. More like, but I'd rather put my hand down my pants and play with my balls, but I won't do that for the camera. So the two are working with the bad guys for their fucking open loot crate gift card bullshit. These three women that work with the bad guy comes in. One woman looks like the head of the butt fucking Brady Bunch. Literally looks like the head of the Brady Bunch. I forget the actress's name. It's not her, but it looks like her. I'm like, great, it's the head of the butt fucking Brady Bunch. So the guy, Archie Moses, Kirk Fox, he's so scared that this one girl's going to cut his cock off. They literally sells out his buddy, or former buddy, saying, he's a cop. This is the dumbest thing ever. Thus they tied up. And the villain's like beating them up. And once again, back to this fucking dialogue where the Kirk Fox going, you know, everything out of your mouth is cock and dick and balls. You want to fuck me? Why don't you just fuck me? How about this movie go fuck itself? Since it's been fucking me. Because all you're talking about, movie, is cock and dick and balls. I get it. I like that when it's utilized well in movies. It can be utilized well in movies. It's like cussing. It's like any fucking tool. Even in dialogue form, it's like any other tool. But you have to use it well instead of over abusing it. I could write a script too. Dick balls, balls in the cock the balls in the dick, in the jelly dick of balls, the tentacles up your ass sassafras, fuck stick, in the mick, you fucking hit. Boom. Give me my motherfucking check. I just wrote a script for Bulletproof 3. Dick and Balls edition. In a fuck stick sleeve. Coming soon to a Best Buy near you, if they're still around. The only other things that happen in between is like a moment where they have to shoot a rocket launcher, but Faizon warns the guy and they shoot it. Or there's one woman coming on to Faizon Love, but he can't because this bullet that's still in his brain, if he does stuff, it's a ticking time bomb, might do something to his brain. Thankfully, the villain, she said the full name of the wine farm they're going to. Because at the same time, Faizon Love turned his fucking phone on. And the lady at the club, who is their ally, listened to it. So again, thankfully the villain said the full fucking name of the wine farm. Because, you know, if you're talking and you know the area and you're talking with your family, you would say I want to go to our estate, and might as well give the fucking address and phone number and your social number with it as well. And more dialogue. Oh, you know, put some clamps on me. Clamp for each ball, so I'm going to need 3 because I got 3 balls. Yeah, 3 balls. Okay, one's going to go in your mouth, one's going to go up your ass, and one's going to be rubbed in your fucking face. Teabag style. So that, yeah, that situation, the two meet up with the girl that helps them, the 3 of them get in a Doom Buddy, they're chased by bad guys and Doom Buddies, and some crooked cops, and then the good cops come in the helicopter, and Don Michael Paul does not know how to film a fucking action scene. He doesn't know how to do it. Just comes across as generic and boring. I mean, fuck. When Faizon Love shoots a car, blows up, makes it flip over, The big line he has is, "Let the big dog take the shit." That's literally the fucking goddamn line in the fucking movie. "Let the big dog take the shit." Fuck you. Take my fucking shit, put it in your fucking mouth, put fucking staples in it. And some fucking duct tape. So you can swallow it. Till your breath stinks. This breath stinks. Bulletproof. Bullet up my fucking ass. For me, this is the worst fucking film I've seen so far this year. It might not be for you. I just see people watching and going, whatever. Don't know why you're so hyped up about it, Matt. It's whatever. But it just gets me that all these films that don't get sequels, but we get a sequel to Bulletproof almost 25 years later with nothing to do with it, and then saying, oh, that was just a movie, and that movie sucked. And then horrible dialogue, and this director still gets fucking work. Michael Davis, guy did Shoot 'Em Up. He can't get work. Or maybe he chose not to. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's like, you know what, I did my best. People told me to go fuck myself. I gave up, which I can't. It sucks, but I understand his thinking. But I still think, hey, you did a great job with Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen. But Don Michael Paul still keeps getting all these fucking jobs and gets budgets. And movies like this can get made. But all these other scripts, they can't get made. All these other sequels couldn't get made. But this does. I just don't understand that. I don't get it. This must be one of those things where whatever the company that released this, they just looked at their library of films and said, sequel, 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 sequel. Okay, do sequels to them. Don't matter if they suck or not. The name alone, and it's a part 2. Hey, we got it sold somewhere on the market, overseas, whatever, VOD, however you put it, however the market is nowadays. We get our money back and then some. There you go. I could really see that being the case. I think there's a Benchwarmers too. If you don't know what the Benchwarmers was, that was the stupid baseball film with David Spade and Rob Schneider and John Lovitz. And then Benchwarmers 2, you know a fucking movie's bad when even Rob Schneider doesn't come back for the sequel. Only John Lovitz is in that sequel. Yeah, Benchwarmers 2. So yeah, there must have been some fucking deal. Get the bad guys. Yeah, I'm spoiling the entire fucking movie, so you don't fucking have to watch it. They get the bad guys. Everything's okay. I guess the theme with his brain, Faizon Love's brain. He goes to the hospital. He gets it checked on. He's now fine. The lady from the club who helped him at the end, they'll be lovey-dovey. The criminal Archie Moses, fucking Luke Wilson's dad with the handlebar mustache, he leaves because he took some of the money, gets in a fancy car. Awful dialogue, zero chemistry, terribly miscast. Both leads had such dog shit performances, in my opinion. Inept direction. Truthfully, there's nothing good I can say about this film. I think it's getting like a 3.79 to be, even that's way too high. To me, this is a bullshit movie. It's a bullshit flick. If you didn't like Bulletproof, the first one, teach their own, we agree to disagree. You feel free to check out my review. Feel free to check out the film again. Find the film. I don't think it has a Blu-ray, so it'd be a DVD. The first Bulletproof, I think, is a bit underrated. This one, though, is a piece of fucking dog shit. Oh, let the big dog take his shit. How about you take this? How about you take this, bro? You take this, you shove it up your ass. With some pecan pie and some piss. You piss me off, you should get some of it fucking back. Water sports style. Drink it all up like it's fucking lemonade. Don Michael Paul must have a thing. Didn't Tremors 5 or so one of them take place in South Africa? And then this movie takes place in South Africa? Don Michael Paul must have like some type of deal. As long as he just shoots the movies there, he can keep making them. And now he's doing Tremors 7. Island of Fury, or whatever the hell it's called. We can't get a full-length documentary on Tremors, but we could get a Tremors 7. But yeah, fuck this fucking goddamn flick, man.